Hey, it's JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's January 19th, 2026, looking out at Mount Hayburn above Bench Hut. And if you're still enjoying this broadcast, we ask you do a one-time donation, or even better, sign up for that monthly sustaining membership. Today it's going to be mostly sunny for Martin Luther King Day. Tomorrow, increasing clouds, and high pressure finally breaks down on Friday. This is only going to be temporary. We're going to have some light snow showers with that breakdown of that system. Looking at the sky forecast this morning, I'm going to spin this out for tomorrow. So this is looking at daybreak tomorrow. You can see clouds coming in from the north. We have northerly flow. This is going to be dry air, but bringing in some cloud coverage for Tuesday. It's kind of the only change we've had. Looking ahead, you can see some massive difference between warm and cold air. This is looking out for the weekends. You can see huge Arctic air is going to pour down into the Great Lakes area and add a polar vortex to that zone and have some pretty impressive temperatures going down there while we sit just above normal, continuing to be in that warmer air regimen there. And our precip has kind of changed quite a bit in the next month with the forecast, with the outlook. We're kind of near normal for this coming weekend, and then just below normal for the end of January, and then look like we're above normal for moving into the beginning of February. So we'll just kind of wait and see what happens. Looking at the 500 millibar chart, this is the GFS version. You can see we are northerly flow today, still have that ridge out to our west. Starts to dip a little bit, but it's not until the end of the week here you can start to see that ridge dissolve a little bit. There's a closed low that forms off of California, and right around Friday here is when we have some moisture spilling in, and we have a little bit of a trough coming through, and that will play out a little bit more. Am I on the GFS? Yeah. Into next week with a little bit more westerly flow. This actually kind of looks like the best moisture we've seen this is, I think, day 10 of it being dry out there. So Monday looks like it's kind of our best chance of getting some actual moisture, where the trough moves down into the Pacific more and gets more moist air. When it's coming from the Arctic, it's just pretty dry and doesn't really have any moisture attached with it. So that's kind of when we can expect maybe some precip to fall. It does look like pretty low amounts, not really a strong system. And then unfortunately, the ridge, a high pressure, rebounds a little bit for midweek next week, and then we might have maybe a trough coming through. It looks like it's just gonna maybe go up and over us. I don't know, I'll have to wait and see. It's pretty looking into the future at this point. So not too much great news, but this coming weekend looks like this is when we're gonna actually start to see some snow on maybe Saturday night, Sunday morning. It starts to come in right around that time I was kind of telling you about, with that more westerly flow. Going to be hitting the western and northern mountains more, and you can see not huge amounts of snow, but up in the northern Smokies, western or Sawtooth, looks like maybe upwards of 5 inches, which is kind of like desperate to be hoping for that, but we just want this ridge to break down and see some signs of winter out there. That's all I got this morning.